Good afternoon, everybody. It's that time of the day again. Yes, time for the Israel Brief, your top stories from Israel and surrounds, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Marlene Marks, your host, bringing you these top stories every Monday to Thursday. Now, if you are watching this on Facebook, it's nothing short of a miracle, and we would love it if you shared this content. Alternatively, you can check us out on YouTube. We're on the Israel Brief, and all you have to do to be notified every time we post a brief is click on the subscribe button. So let's get into it. Let's talk about those top stories, grabbing those headlines. And we start with the COVID-19 situation here in Israel. And the good news is that Israel's health ministry have put forward a proposal to start opening gyms, malls, restaurants, coffee shops and others from the 23rd of February, provided you have been vaccinated. So we are waiting to see if this will be voted in and passed by the Corona Cabinet, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks we shall see this opening. I know many of us are itching to get back to the gym because, hey, those calories are not going to burn themselves. There will also be limited opening of schools from Thursday. Schools in areas with low infection rates are proposed to start opening from Thursday. That is tomorrow. And yesterday, the city of Tel Aviv started to vaccinate asylum seekers and migrant workers. And there has been an appeal put forward by contractors to please vaccinate some 65,000 Palestinian construction workers. And we also have some good news. In a recent study conducted by an Israeli medical facility, it has been found that the transmission rate of the virus is significantly lower now for people who haven't even received their second vaccination. According to scientists, this could mean big things for herd immunity. So it does look like we are starting to see some much needed light at the end of the tunnel. And speaking about light at the end of the tunnel, and even though that this is quite a long tunnel, we can announce that Germany and Hungary are the latest countries to join the US, Australia, Canada, Czech Republic, Austria, Brazil, and Uganda in supporting Israel against the ICC. The International Criminal Court announced on Friday night, on Shabbat, that they would be starting investigations into Israel and Hamas for alleged war crimes. Now, Israel is not a signatory of the Rome Statute, so technically and legally, it does not allow for jurisdiction of the ICC over this region. And the countries that have taken a stand against the ICC have said that their concern is that the ICC is becoming a politicized body and not one that is there for its initial mandate, which is to protect human rights and advocate for those who are victims of genocide, like we are seeing in Xiaoping in China against the Uyghur people, but also that this body is enforcing jurisdiction over an area where it has none. So we hope to see many more countries joining the fight against the ICC. And for those who are saying, but what about international law? So let us just clear up a misnomer with regards to international law. International law is not with respect to one governing body that governs all countries around the world and that everybody is bound to that. International law is made up of treaties and agreements between countries that governs the legal precedent. So I hope that clears up any questions. We do have some questions that have come in over the last few days. And our final story for today takes us to the IDF, and they have released their military intelligence assessment for the year. And in that assessment, it is believed that Iran will pivot and try to attack Israel from Iraq and Yemen. And the IDF are saying that this year, while they are expecting limited violence with Hezbollah, which is an a proxy of the Iranians to our north, predominantly in Lebanon, we will not see a full-scale war. So we have it from our military experts right there. But if you're looking for other experts, look no further than our website at www.layoftheland.online. We are expecting an article shortly. It will be up tonight and on our Facebook page tomorrow, from the world's most preeminent Nazi hunter, Ephraim Zuroff. We are very proud and very excited to present this to you. So look out for that. That'll be going up later. Check it out on our Facebook page tomorrow. Please don't forget to share our content. You know, with all these restrictions and censorship at the moment, we really rely on you to give us some much needed and appreciated help. So while you're there on our Facebook page, give us a like or a follow. Don't forget our YouTube channel at The Israel Brief, and interact with us on Twitter at Lay of the Land 5. That's Lay of the Land with the digit 5. So with the Wednesday or Hump Day edition of The Israel Brief, I'm Rolene Marks, wishing you a safe and healthy rest of your day, and we'll chat again with the latest news headlines tomorrow.